Agnes by Cervantes, BSN 1A student of Colegio de Santa Lourdes Oblate Foundation Incorporated, and I am here to discuss to you about the prokaryotic cell structure. So, in my previous video, I have discussed already the eukaryotic cell. We can say that eukaryotic cells are more complex than the prokaryotic cell. So, one look at the illustration, we can really define that eukaryotic cell is more complex than this cell. So, without further ado, let's discuss about the prokaryotic cells. So, billions of years ago, scientists believed that prokaryotic cells were some of the first life forms on Earth. These cells are still abundant today, and prokaryotic cell can be classified into two, the bacteria and the archaea. They tend to be simple, single-celled organisms without membrane-bound organelle or a nucleus. Unlike the eukaryotic cell, it has a nucleus. So, the cell structure of prokaryotic cell can vary, but most organisms have several basic structures. So, prokaryotic cells have a cell membrane. So, in my illustration, this is the cell membrane. This. The first layer. This is the cell membrane. This tiny layer. That is tiny. So yeah. So the cell membrane or plasma membrane acts like a protective cover. Like the eukaryotic cell, the plasma membrane separates what's inside of the cell from what's outside of the cell. It serves as the barrier between the organism and its environment. It consists of proteins that floats around the phospholipid bilayer. So being a selective permeable membrane, it controls which substance may enter or leave the cell. It is flexible and so thin. So the function of plasma membrane in eukaryotic cells are the same with the plasma membrane in the prokaryotic cells. So next is the cell wall. So beyond the plasma membrane, this rigid structure is the cell wall. This second layer is the cell wall. So that defines the shape of the cell. The main constituent of the cell wall is a complex macromolecule polymer known as peptidoglycan, consisting of many polysaccharides chains linked together by small peptides. So the cell wall, there are two types of bacteria, the gram-positive and the gram-negative. So the cell wall of the gram-positive bacteria have a thick layer of peptidoglycan, while the gram-negative have much tinier layer of peptidoglycan. So, some bacteria lose their ability to produce cell wall, transforming into tiny variants of same species referred to as L-form or cell wall deficiency. So, next organelle is the glycocalyx. So, the glycocalyx, other term for slime or capsule. So, in my illustration, this is the capsule. The outside layer of the cell. So, the glycocalyx is a thick layer of material located outside of the body. Outside of the body of the cell. So here, this blue structure is the capsule. So, it is a slimy, gelatinous materials produced by the slime enable the cell membrane, and secreted outside the cell. So this glycocalyx is produced by the cell membrane. So there are two types of glycocalyx. First is the slime layer. It is neither highly organized nor firmly attached to the cell wall. It is easily detached from the cell and drift away. So, slime enables bacteria to glide or slide along a solid surface and protect bacteria from antibiotic and desiccation. Another types of glycocalyx is the capsule. So, this is the capsule. Again, this is the capsule. So, capsules may consist of, capsule is highly organized and firmly attached to the cell. It consists of polysaccharide, which may be combined with lipids and proteins. So, bacterial capsule serves as an anti-phagocytic function. Means they protect encapsulated bacteria from being phagocytized by the WBC or the white blood cell. So next is the chromosomes. So in my illustration, this is the chromosomes. So compared to the compared to the eukaryotic cells, in eukaryotic cells, the chromosomes are located in the nucleus. So in prokaryotic cells, they have no nucleus. So this is the chromosomes. So chromosomes. It is usually consists of a single long supercoiled circular DNA molecule which serves as the control center of the cell. It is capable of duplicating itself, guiding cell division, and directing cellular activities. So chromosomes are suspended or embedded in the cytoplasm. So it is in the cytoplasm. It is embedded in the cytoplasm. So next is the cytoplasmic particles, which includes the ribosomes. In my illustration, the ribosomes are scattered all over the cytoplasm. So, prokaryotic ribosomes are smaller than eukaryotic ribosomes, but their function is the same. They are at the site of protein synthesis. Next is the flagella. Flagella are thread-like proteins appendages that enables bacteria to move. So the flagella and cilia of the eukaryotic cell is like the flagella of the prokaryotic cells. It allows them to move. So this is the flagella. This long thread like. So yeah. So bacterial flagella consist of 3, 4, or more threads of protein called flagellin, twisted like a rope. So the last structure of the prokaryotic cell is the pili or fimbria. So pili and fimbria are hair-like structures, most often observed on gram-negative bacteria. They are composed of polymerized protein nucleus molecules called pilin. Pili and fimbria are much tinier than flagella. So fimbria are present over the entire surface of the cell, the bacteria. Present all over. The sex pilus is a single structure that facilitates transfer of genetic material from one bacteria cell to another following attachment of cell to another cell. So, a single pili is called sex pilus. Yeah, it transfers the genetic material from one bacterial cell to another bacterial cell. So, fimbria are present all over the surface of the bacteria. So this is the pili and the fimbria. So that ends my discussion about the prokaryotic cell. I hope you've learned something from it. Babush.